So I'm recording another channeling with a few more of my decks today. And the deck we're going to be using today is the Ancient Stones by Rebecca. And this deck talks more about ancestral power and ancestral karmic energies and things like that. And I was feeling a bit more like tapping more into ancestral energy. So I'm just going to shuffle the cards and we'll see what energies we get for this collective and what we're dealing with these days, especially in the unseen realms. I have this huge connection to being the black sheep, and I know that there's a lot of different black sheeps in this collective. This is definitely one of those videos, and if you resonate with that, definitely let me know. I think it's very powerful when a lot of black sheeps come together on an online platform, because there's just so much renewable energy. Like, being the black sheep isn't for everyone. It's for people that have the strength to do that, to be the chain breakers, to be the generational karma breakers. So if this found you, this is definitely for you. Okay, I'm gonna pick this one. Yeah, as I was talking about that, do you see this card? There is this woman walking towards the tip of the mountain through all these stones, all these difficulties, and it says pave your way. Like I said, black sheep energy, I was channeling it. Leadership, courage, forge, and don't follow. So yeah, this definitely is telling me a lot more about how many of you had to lead on your own, even when you were little. Like maybe your parents weren't really good at parenting and you were basically the adult in the relationship. And it's showing me more of that, how you have this natural leadership skill, because you're so used to it. You're so used to doing things on your own that you just know what needs to be done. And maybe you are already in some kind of like a authoritative role or positions, or maybe you work better when you're the one in charge. I'm definitely getting Leo energies, but that's also because I'm a Leo and same. But yeah, if there's more people in August, well, let me know. Ooh, let's take this one. Yeah, the second card that came out says releasing the past. Don't know if you can see this beautiful artwork. It's just stunning. The imagery on this deck is just mind-blowing, especially for an oracle card. I love it. Emerging, transforming, energies transmuted. Yeah, so you're definitely going through cycles of releasing a lot of karmic energy. Yeah, and you're clearing a lot of past patterns in your family that no one really had the courage to do. So I think this period, or maybe the channel I'm getting is from the last 1 week, you've been doing some heavy work, like a lot of dreams about your parents or just family members in general is showing up. And I'm seeing you being very agitated by it, or like trying to move past it, or being very, very confused. Maybe some of you're not even in contact with your family members, but you're still dreaming of them and stuff like that. I think that's because of unresolved conflicts or unresolved energies. But yeah, you're definitely moving in this liminal space of releasing it. So sometimes, when you dream about fights and conflicts that happened years and years ago, but you still dream of it, that's basically your higher self through your subconscious mind helping you release that through your dreams. So you're in that position, kind of like a preparation for you to let go and release it. Not all releases occur in physical realms. Like some releases can just happen in a dream, and then you see yourself saying goodbye to a person and things like that. I resonate very heavily with being a dream walker. I've always had this uncanny ability to walk through other people's dreams or my own dreams, but always kind of knowing what's happening in that liminal threshold. So this may be a very crazy synchronicity for some people, that if your dreams are very, very potent currently, you may be a dream walker, and you should definitely look more into that kind of stuff. But yeah, I love this, that was very off topic, but love this card of releasing the past. Yeah, because for anything new to come, you basically have to release something. You know, you can't receive blessings if your hands are full. You have to drop it, and then your hands need to be empty to receive some more. So yeah, that's definitely the message here. I'm gonna channel a few more cards because I still feel a lot of energy coming through. Yeah, cards are flipping out on their own. I'm not even joking. The cycle breaker. What was I just talking about? I love when things like these happen. I love that. I was just talking about that, and the card came through. The cycle breaker, like you're breaking through generations and emerging through all these selves into who you are. You're breaking it apart for not just yourself, your ancestors are here. And this is a very important thing. Like I said in the start of the video, it's not even funny. This is so cool. Yeah, cycle ending and you get through this. Yeah, it can be very difficult is what I'm getting, you know, because you're carrying something that is not yours. You're definitely carrying something that is not yours, and then you're dealing with it. But the thing is, being a cycle breaker doesn't mean you keep carrying these cycles and patterns and behaviors that do not belong to you. What you're here to do is transmute it. You're here to change the outcomes. You're here to basically change the past. So what my guides are telling me is that maybe you've forgotten how to let go, and you've just been holding on to it, and you haven't released it or transmuted it, you know. And that's very, very important, because you're not here to suffer for what your ancestors did. You're here to basically liberate them all through you choosing differently. So yeah, I'm also getting this channel of generational poverty or generational just lack mindset, and just a lot of suffering in your families and things like that. Like the line has suffered through a lot of wars, abandonment wounds, families being separated because of war, calamities, things like that. And I think that you're here at this point. Maybe you're single, or you're looking for someone, or anything of that kind. What you're here to do, I think, in this channeling, if this doesn't resonate, leave it alone, it's fine. This is for people that want this. Maybe you're here to create a new family. Maybe you're here to create your own family. If you resonate with having kids and you want that, this is definitely going to be a sign, 100%. That maybe you're here to start your own family, and that will be... Did you hear that honk? Did you hear that honk? That's confirmation. Yeah, this is urging you to focus not on the past, but focus on what you want to create, you know. That can also help with resentments and things like that, because, you know, most of us get so stuck with resenting our family members that, oh, why did this happen to me? Why am I going through this? But that is a form of victim mentality, that we're always blaming the other person for what they've done. But the best way to move past that, to move past resentment and go into healing, is that you start envisioning what you would want in a family, and how your own family would be, and what you would not repeat. Like what your parents did to you, you will not do that to your children or to your new family. So yeah, that is definitely coming through, because I'm getting the word, this ends with you. It didn't start with you, but it will end with you. You will be the one to stop this. You are that person that the ancestors have prayed for that has come through, and you're brave enough to do this. You never get struggles more than what you are capable to handle. Always remember that nothing is given to you that you cannot handle. So if you're in it, this is a difficult time, but you will definitely move past it. And I see a lot of golden energy and golden orbs currently. A lot of golden light as well behind. There's a lot of sunlight coming through. I'm gonna pick one more card. Yeah, the Kaliak. Yeah, can you see this? This grandma energy, this grandmother energy. It's so magical. Yeah. The elder, the teacher, the wise one, and experience. Yeah, I'm getting an open channel. Yeah, maybe most of you are very, very wise beyond your age. Again, I'm picking up on a lot of star seeds and that indigo children energy. I've said that in a previous channeling. I don't know which one, but feel called to go 11:11 on my timer. This is crazy. Yeah, but if you feel called, go check out my other channeling videos. Maybe you'll find it. But yeah, this is definitely the energy of a person that knows too much beyond their age. You know how sometimes you meet children and they know so much more than, you know, a lot of people, even grown-up people. So that's the energy I'm getting, that you've always been this kid or this child who had this magical connection to the divine, and you've always seen signs and symbols, and you've always been guided by the spirits. And maybe you've also been a mentor or a teacher of some kind for other people is what I'm getting. Yeah, because it says teacher and experience here. And maybe you've had to experience so much that now you are in a position to share your knowledge. You're in a position where you can talk to other people about what happened to you, and you're able to give the correct guidance because you've gone through it. But yeah, if you're feeling called to teach something, especially about spirituality or things like that, maybe some of you already do. A lot of you may also be very deep into tarot cards or oracle channelings, or you're channelers yourself. But this is a good sign because it's asking you to do more, to share more of your teachings and things like that. Because I see this big tree sprouting a lot of fruits, and it is so abundant. So maybe it's saying that if you share your wisdom, the world will share their gratitude for what you're doing through money or abundance or through whatever, you know. Abundance is not always money. It can also be a lot of things to eat, or a lot of, you know, things that you can do for each other, or just a feeling of having more than enough is what I'm getting. So yeah, if you're not currently feeling abundant, it's telling me that the more you share your work, your art, your energy, your voice, your creativity, all of that, the more you're going to start seeing how the universe brings that back. So you know that there's this saying that if you do one good thing, that good thing comes back to you. What goes around comes around, right? Karmic redistribution, literally. So basically, if you help other people, you will be helped back in some kind of way. But obviously, you shouldn't do it with that intention of wanting back. Just do it because you're a good person. Just help without having any intention of receiving back all the time. Know that it will happen on its own. You know, sometimes you have to be very, very free with giving. The more you give, the more you receive. So don't hesitate to give, you know. Never hesitate to give, because the more you give, the more you get. So yeah, I had a lot of fun doing this reading, but let me know if that resonated with you and which parts really felt like that was called for you. And I will see you again in my next videos.